coverage of the NFL is on the air. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he stopped immediately there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Hurts going to move him around. 63. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
on that circle?
I like that, yeah. Just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Barkley diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Eagles nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Hurts fumbles it.
It is picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 38, Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Trying to improvise. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touch.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I rolled and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back with better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter. Watch out now. Come heavy water. It's I now. Not going under. Oh, oh, oh. Not gonna let you go. Oh, oh, oh. Pay what you owe. Watch out now.
My mistake. It's damn namaste. And darling, nama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblade to katanas, cause I've learned something from years ahead hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. A glutton for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing out sparks, I keep on trying.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need... to see the first action in this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Coming in the goal line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Hurts to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up third and goal.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 0, and the flags come out. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Hurts looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Looking the sideline, that's Goddard. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Working quickly here. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Eagles pushing for points. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. He brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Goddard makes the catch. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take possession of the football. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 17. He's on the move. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. On the move, headed right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous side. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They run it with is Saquon. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts looking to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Hurts trying again on second down. This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Hurts to throw. Barkley's got it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 42. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Hurts. He still got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the catch. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. He got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
Running is Barkley. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Saquon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2.
Now Hurts. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And this one does not go far. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet, and that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, the back who can show off his wheels.
So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. On 1st down, Hurts. This finds Smith. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll decline this and take the result. First down throwing for Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete, here's Brown. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a race down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Picked up at the 38. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown Philadelphia. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr, been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same.
But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new Rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, Cash App, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments. Stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 3 on 4. She don't want a 16, renegade on up, make it, buy a tree, no love. the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the warning, real shine. Like the perfect door, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my game together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I forever be the
those listening to the album, good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Now back in the days of owed me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it.